Well, my microphone is on. Welcome. Daggum, I had to reset up my entire stream. Today, I just want to do a casual stream where we just talk about Update 35 because it literally comes out in freaking few days, and that's annoying. I I just want to talk about it because it's just dumb. We'll get there. Okay, and I haven't streamed in a while as well, so I figured it'd be fun. Probably not gonna do too much PvP tonight. I don't know. My build's not set up for it. I need to finish farming some gear sets so I can have a decent build for Update 35, but I think everyone's build in Update 35 is kind of just going to be trash. Is this microphone even on? It is on. Okay, good. Yep. Listen, I'm going to go get myself a tea, and then I'm going to start the stream. Welcome. I have my tea. I think I'm ready to stream. Listen, like I said, I don't know how long I'm going to be, streaming for, if I'm even going to do any PvP. We can try, to stream, but I just want to kind of hang out with you guys. I haven't streamed in a while, so, this is the reality of it. I mean, we have some interesting news. Looks like Nice is coming to PC as well, so that'll be fun. Listen, I don't even know if anyone's going to stay on ESO after this update. We're going to talk about it probably. I'll probably hop on the PTS, show you a few things. Listen, I don't have any goals for this stream. It's just a stream, just to hang out and be normal and casual and whatever, because I still have to farm some gear. Okay, we're farming Flame Blossom right now, and it's tough because even as a tank, the queues take like 20 minutes. So, I guess we could try and PvP or something, but... Welcome! Okay, fine. I'll go play now. Welcome! My controller. Okay, so... I did a lot of fun audio testing and stuff. But... I just want to talk about Update 35 because... You'll probably even see it in chat a couple times in the bottom there. For the entire day I've been playing ESO, right? In the bottom corner, in the bottom right corner where the chat is, I've just been seeing people go on and on and on about Update 35 and how it's going to kill the game. We might even be able to scroll back up. I don't know. You know, I don't know what was said in chat, so I gotta be careful with what I'm scrolling through, you know. But it's just everyone feels super strongly about update 35. I don't even think I'll be able to gather all my thoughts right now for it because it's just a lot coming at once. Like, if you have no idea what has happened over the past, like, couple weeks with the changes to the game, I don't blame you. They just come out with a bunch of random things. Okay. Definitely a bunch of random things. And don't question why I have a one-handed shield, okay? Don't ask. Okay, no. It's because I was trying to tank so I could get through my queue, but I just want to talk about update 35. Also, look, I can do damage. I've established myself pretty well here, but listen. If you have any thoughts on update 35 and you're in chat, feel free to just go ahead and say something. Because everyone has their opinions on it. Listen. We may do some PvP. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I want to go mess with this build a little bit. We'll do some PvP. Just a little bit. Not too much. Just enough. Okay, so I have no idea what my build was. I have a bunch of pieces of things in places. Dead. Dead. Do I have enough Red Mountain? It's 4 pieces. So then what am I missing? Do I have too many pieces? If I put on this... I have 5 pieces of Ashen Grip as well. Now I have 5 pieces of Red Mountain. Yeah, that will do. Okay. Probably just gonna do some PvP, and as, you know, time goes on, and my thoughts go about update 35. This build is decent. It's nothing too special. We don't have, like, hardly anything to make it super powerful and all that. And also, queues on PC are ridiculously long. I don't understand. I don't get it. Put some music on so I'm not bored. Let's see, what are we going to get today? Ooh, some Animal Crossing background music. Let's go, let's have some fun. Okay. Yeah, I still need to grind quite a few things. I have not done open world yet. I don't feel like open world would be a good idea, though. I have no champion points. Does Crystal Weapon still pull you out of stealth in the final week? Yeah, Crystal Weapon still pulls you out of stealth if you cast it. I feel like we could hop on the PTS and I could show you guys some things. That'd be fun. Okay, look, I have no champion points. This is sad. This is super sad. I have 20 points here. There we go. You can go there. Yeah, that's right. I feel like that's actually a great place to start. Is just go on the PTS to show you guys what's up. You know what? We'll do that. We'll go on the PTS and I'll show you guys what's good. For that, I gotta be on this tab though, okay? Doesn't just deal with it. Close out of this game real quick. So update 35 is bringing with a whole bunch of new changes. I even have the updates pulled up on a tab in Google. So that way we can look at them if we want. But I think it's just better if we go over the actual changes themselves. So, like, you know, see what has happened to the game and how it feels. Because the game definitely feels a lot different. The thing with update 35 is they're just nerfing everyone across the board. And no one likes getting nerfed. No one likes getting nerfed. No one likes getting nerfed. And that's what ZeniMax's whole entire thing is with this update. They're like, we want to raise the floor, you know, but in doing so, they just kind of ruin it for everyone else. And they don't even raise the floor, and that's the issue. They didn't get it right. They didn't get it right, is what I'm trying to say. They did not get it right. Let me load up ESO here real quick. I can show you. I don't want to show you the build up. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'll show you the build I've been working on. Because, you know, it's ESO. And why wouldn't I? Okay, so here we are on the PTS. See, get my characters. I don't have anything else. I only have a Nightblade and a Sork that can be used. I can show you this funny Sork build I made for next patch. It's a bash build. It's pretty interesting, but I don't know if it's really worth all that. Daggone this load screen. Hello. Here's my bash build. Show you guys what I've been working on with my Nightblade. What I'm trying to farm for next patch. But I just don't. I think a lot of people can agree with me when I say they don't agree with the direction that this game is about to go with the update. It's very hard to talk about this update when there's some very energetic music playing in the background. Can I find something a little bit more relaxed? You know, I like to do Animal Crossing background. Where is that? Here it is. This fairly relaxing. I gotta think to this. Holy moly, my ping. Okay. I was testing some stuff on a PTS with Ninja yesterday for this build specifically. We settled on light armor being better than a medium armor spec with this, so it's gonna be Flame Blossom and Red Mountain. It's still like the same premise. This is like the updated build that I was talking about going over with that one video I did recently. Show you guys. It still works. It does what it needs to do. It do. But I just don't know where to start with update 35. Like, I got on here this stream and I was thinking, okay, so we're gonna stream today and I'm just gonna rant about how I don't like update 35, right? And then here I am streaming. I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin. If you guys can give me some sort of topic point, ask me anything about my thoughts on update 35, I will tell you. But I don't know where to start, so I'm just gonna show you my build instead. Daggone, where you guys see it? It got real blurry. What the heck? Can't just be me. It got really blurry. Kind of hurts my eyes a little bit. I want to go over first, though, okay, the big massive changes that have happened, like the difference between dual wield and, you know, dual wield and two-handed now. Because dual wield has completely been destroyed. People, like, we like to use dual wield on the live server, like, right now, before update 35, because of all the little bonuses that you get. So, anyone who's stunned, immobilized, disoriented, or silenced, any of that, you get a 15% damage bonus. This applies to your skills as well. What do I think about the change to Empower? It's okay. At first, I didn't like the change to Empower because I was like, this hurts my build specifically, but making it a PvE specific buff, like for specifically just heavy attacks, is actually okay. Because the reason these guys exist, where they at? The reason these fully charged Inferno heaviest attack one-shot builds that hit you for like 50k in PvP exist is because of Empower, giving you that 40% increase on top of the 12% additional damage. You know, they could have fixed it another way, but you know, I'm okay with the change as it is. I still would like to have Empower for PvP, you know, but it's just one less avenue of damage that we have access to, so yet another pointless buff that we have for PvP, but you know, I personally didn't get killed by this build like ever, so I don't know why the change really needed to happen, but I've seen some screenshots. So, okay, let me show you. Let me show you the difference between dual wield and two-handed. Oh yeah, one more thing. They also, for some reason, reduced the damage of enchantments by like 10%. Yeah, I don't understand why my enchantment damage is not like as high as it is on the live server. It doesn't make sense. What's up, Stoned? Welcome. We're on the PTS right now. I'm going to show you guys the difference between dual wield and two-handed. Okay, so. Like, it's okay, right? It's still decent damage. Okay. But it's nowhere near the same amount of damage that you get with, two-handed. Two-handed is just kind of, it just flows better as well. Let me show you. We're using Nernhood. We're not using any sort of sharpen. We're going full damage with the build. I'm lagging. The PTS is super laggy. I don't know why. Okay, here we go. It's a little slower with the heavy attack, and I'm not a fan of that. But it hits hard enough. Okay, it hits hard enough to be one-shot capable with a combo like this. Please don't Flame Blossom. This build is extremely unstable, though. This build is just going to do whatever the heck it wants. You don't have any control over what the proc sets do with this build, because of Red Mountain and then Flame Blossom acts up sometimes. I don't know what the frick happened there, but listen. We're doing two-handed and two-handed. People will probably be like, why the heck you doing two-handed and then two-handed on the back? Listen, because I need access to the bait proc for one, and second, two-handed is going to be the best weapon choice next patch for everything general, okay? It's not going to be no more dual wield. Look at that. Just absolute slappage, bonkage. Okay, if we can hit these guys with a one-tap combo, then we'll be able to do that. Players. I tested it on Ninja yesterday, like I said. I mean, it definitely hits. I don't know if I don't think Red Mountain needs to get adjusted. Okay. Well, if they adjust it, then we'll just have one less proc set that we can be lazy with. But yeah. I can show you guys my bash build. I know this has turned into an update, but you know what? Maybe I should change the title. Ask me about things for update 35. Probably. Regarding update 35. Wait, what I feel like I should change the title. Ask me stuff about update 35. Just, like, listen. You know what? No. I can ask you guys in chat. Because you guys are the ones that are active. But that's the big difference. You can even see it. I'll go to my CMX real quick. So we'll do one with two-handed, and then we'll do one with dual wield, and then you'll be able to see the difference in heavy attack damage. Can I switch bars? Holy moly, it's so laggy on the PTS. Tag home. Okay. Not the most effective in the world, but you know. So that was two-handed. We'll check the CMX in a minute. Do this. This. Feels a little slower. So this is with dual wield. Apparently we had 3 attacks in there. So each of these count as an individual hit. Dang them, they're pretty high. But you gotta understand, like... Wait, hold on. Give me a second. What's up? What's up? It's Cod Yoda? What? Listen. Cody Yoda Gaming? What? Bow build still viable in the next update? Yeah, it depends on the bow build. I want to play with a stamina warden bow build. I feel like that could be a lot of fun. We could probably Theorycraft right now on a PTS. Just change it, you know, whatever. Listen. So I think... Yeah, it counts each so there are 2 ticks to the fully charged dual wield heavy attack, right? So this is like 15k damage between both of these. And then this is a two-handed 15k damage, which is actually 15k damage. And that's all at once, and it's not broken down between these two. Yeah, you can see it's a 2k damage increase between these two. And each of these has a chance not to crit, so that's even less damage. And the fact that it's dual wield as well. Sure, you get some variation between your enchantments, but... What's up, Ninja? Welcome. Made the best Stam Blade dual build. Nice, bro. Nice. But, listen. What I'm trying to say is dual wield's useless, okay? Listen. Watch this. Okay, we got dual wield. I mean, it's okay. We can even use spin to win, but I don't want to. And two-handed just feels so much better. Ninja will tell you. He's in chat now. He can tell you. Two-handed feels so much better. It's just... You have to play it to understand what I'm talking about. A little slower there. I don't like how slow the wind-up is, but I know two-handed has a bigger heavy attack range. So if I'm like right here, I think I could hit him if I'm... Right here? Can I hit him from here? Yeah, I can hit him from so far away. So if I'm trying to chase a target down, tell me stuff about Update 35. That's the thing, Beefy. You gotta ask me things about Update 35, because I don't know what you guys don't understand. So, that's interesting. Like, the range that you get on two-handed. Can I hit him from here? I can. There's so much range. Holy moly. Yeah, no one's getting away from a heavy attack from you from stealth with this thing. This is why two-handed is just much better. I want to try the same thing with dual wield. It's not even close. He was walking towards us. Listen. Okay. Do they have the same range? Bro, what the frick? Okay, then maybe I'm just, on something. I don't know. What the heck? They have the same range. Okay. Well, they're melee weapons. Of course they would. Why am I just now learning about this? What the heck? Do you see that? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why did my... Wait, do I not have... Oh, yeah, I have purple jewelry. Okay. Tell us all the things. Listen, I don't know what you guys don't know, okay? That's the thing. Messing with my build, though. Okay, here we go. Bop. Red Mountain is the new Cowrians, okay? And I don't want people using Flame Blossom because that's my personal set. And now that it's gonna be more mainstream because everyone's messing with it. You know what? I want to show you guys this funny build I made yesterday for Update 35. You guys can't see my live CMX because Kirk's face is covering it. Me. Oh, forgot that kicks me out. I want to know about the Daedric 2 Minds change and how they have a cooldown per target. I want to see how that is working. We can do that. We're going to a Sork right now. I want to show you my build. Any questions about Update 35 that you guys have, you can ask them here, okay? And I can answer, hopefully. I do my best to provide feedback. Because I wanted to rant today about Update 35, but I just get on and I stream and all my ranting is just gone. I don't want to rant anymore. So now we're just streaming. Look at my spiky mints. Let me show you guys this other song I have. You know what? No. It's too intense. Too intense for what we're doing. Rant. I wish I could, Ninja. I wish I could. Oh, no. I just glitched out my menu. No, I didn't. Okay. There's a stupid glitch that happens on the PTS where, you know, if you press the down arrow when you first log in to get your reward, right? And you have it set to, I don't know, gamepad mode is automatic. It glitches out your menu, so it just constantly scrolls down, and it's the most annoying thing in the world. You guys have no idea what I'm about to show you, but it's great. We have 103% block mitigation, and we have like 35k resist, and we basically just hold block and don't die, and then we do a bunch of damage because bash. And it's decent damage too for our tankiness. It's very decent damage. I don't know, it's just a concept build. I stayed up late messing with this, and this is why I stayed up till like 1 o'clock messing with this, but it's interesting. You take no damage because we're at 103 block mitigation, so, you know. If we were to just block, like 76. And we have Hurricane up, right? And if we wanted to go on the offensive, we easily could. Just try and mix it in there. It's a little difficult. It's slow, but it's super tanky, and my food ran out. This is sad. What are we using? We're using, like, this. Okay. We're not even a vamp. Probably could be a vamp, but listen. You know you can bash cancel? You can bash cancel your power slam. It's funny. Okay, dots versus burst damage. Burst damage is still going to be the way to go because dots just tick too slow. If there's a, like... Dots are now they've always been an XV1 skill, right? But now they're just more annoying because they don't go away if you don't have a purge. They don't go away. You feel like they're always on you, so there's just some random unnecessary pressure that you have to deal with for no reason. And it's annoying. And mind you guys, we have 103% block mitigation. If I can show you that real quick. 103% block mitigation fully buffed. Right, so we take no damage, right? We keep these two up. And if we want, we could just deal a bunch of damage while we're invincible holding block. It's great. And we also have infinite stam sustain because we literally have one ability that costs magic, and that's bound armor, right? So we could just spam this and get our stam back. And also, while we're holding block, we're regenerating stam because they reduced the cooldown on Dark Deal to 10 seconds from 20. So you actually get that additional 2,400 stam back a lot quicker. So that kind of negates the cost of block unless we're taking like 1,000 hits per second. You know, but listen, it's great. And we cannot die on this thing. It was just a meme build, but you know it might actually end up being pretty practical next patch. Look at that resist. Look at it. Look at it. 35k. Our only counter is probably Hrothgar, and even then that's not gonna do jack. I don't know what the heck is wrong with me, but we're using Theorycraft pack because this procs off of enchants, right? So that additional enchant damage can come in while you're bashing, because bashes can proc enchants, right? And also the 2 and the 4 piece give us armor, which also scale our bash damage a little bit more, right? Plus the health doesn't hurt. And then, of course, you already saw it, Deadlands Demolisher. This is a bashing proc that gives us a lot of extra damage for our bash and stuff. And, you know, and on top of that, we're a Sork. And we're using Wild Hunt because I want to be able to move fast while I'm blocking or I'm trying to get out of the way. Because if you're super tanky and you can move super fast, you're probably not going to die. Unless, of course, you use that ability that whatever it is. Listen. So you want to see the mines changes? Okay, let's see what those do. So what was it? What was it? Okay, surprise the foe by placing 3 mines. Okay, enemies can only be damaged by a mine once every 2 seconds. Okay, so this is 5 mines. We'll put that here in place of streak because we can afford it. Okay, let's see if we can't stack them in a corner like this. Ah. So he's standing inside the other one as well. Listen. Feels like they reduced the generous range of the mines as well. Let me find a good corner. There we go. Come on. So that's what your mines do now. They don't all go off at the exact same time. And they last for 15 seconds. So you have just enough time to get all your mines to go off between the cooldowns. Because of the change. At 12k Deadlands, what the frick? Listen. Listen. Hold on. Okay. Just checking some things. If you really want me to rant, Ninja, listen. Listen. I can't. I don't know what to say. I just want to mess with stuff on the PTS that I still haven't touched stuff on. What do you guys say? How about we Theorycraft ourselves right now on the PTS a bow and arrow warden build for next patch? My Dark Convergence mine cheese is gone. A lot of cheese next patch, Felipe is gone. A lot of it is. We'll do that. We'll mess with warden because of the changes. I already kind of know what I want to do. You know what? This is gonna be like my first theory crafting. Why does it keep doing that? Why do it keep doing that? I'm a dummy. I kind of know what I want to do. I'm not gonna be recreating my character piece for piece. I'm just gonna slap a Catman together and then call it a warden. But I think that delayed burst with what's his face? So shocks, okay? Yeah, oh yeah, and you can fake your opponent out now. Yeah, you can, right? Warden. There you go. And then CP1 detective. Listen. Warden. It's a woman now. I don't really care. Something like that. There you go. We're gonna mess with Warden because I still want to look at that. I think Warden can be pretty promising next patch. Though, yeah. Then we look at the changes to shocks and then we're just, okay, like, no. Let me see if I can go pull those up real quick because, you know, I'm in control here with the stream changes and all that. Okay, let me... Cliff Racer. It's not that one. Is it here? Patch notes? This one? Is it this one? Scroll down. Scorch! Yes. Okay, let's test this real quick. I am by no means a professional, but here you go. Okay, so now you guys should be able to see the patch notes so we can look at what Scorch and all the other things do. Right? So here's your empower change. This buff now only increases your damage. See, here's the other thing. Okay, I'm about to rant right now. They could have done this from the start with half the things that are an issue in PvP. Against monsters, but they didn't. But they didn't. Why now is this a thing that they can do? I don't understand. With Tarnish buff and more niche playstyle, buff, empower, focus, blah, blah, blah. See, and here's the other thing. In addition to this, we decided to remove the impact of PvP environments to re-enabling one-shot builds. I wish they'd just be honest with us from the start instead of reshuffling their entire game in order to get this result. You know, I wish they wouldn't do that. They'd just be honest with us for the first one, okay? You know what I mean? I feel like all those changes that they made to Crystal Weapon, light and heavy attacks, and their scaling was all just to try and do away with one-shot builds. Because of how specific the change is. If they would have just said this is what they were trying to do from the start by changing light and heavy attacks and the change to empower and all that, and they were to say this from the beginning on the first patch note, I'd probably have a little bit more respect for ZeniMax overall when they did this. But no. No. Now they say it at the end. Why couldn't you have just said this before? I knew this is what they were trying to do. They were trying to change one-shot PvP builds. And this is their way of making the game more accessible to people. One-shot builds are still going to exist regardless. I've already showed you. They're still going to exist regardless. We will find a way. You're not going to stop that. No matter how many changes you make. Okay, listen. Sorry. Scorch. Disability is more after 3 to 9 seconds rather than 4 and 10. So the change to this is back to 3 seconds. It's kind of similar to... actually, I don't know. Listen. And this just reduces the timing. So everyone's just going to go for, you know, whatever it is. Listen. Flurry fix an issue. Yeah, and now you can't use this to proc, what's his face? Azure Blight. You can't use it to make Azure Blight go off no more. Oh, Major Slayer Aegis and Empower. It's gonna be great for PvE. I mean, they could have just done this from the start. I mean, minus the Empower, because then they just would have kind of... Listen, I'm trying to gather my thoughts at the same time. I'm just really upset with ZeniMax, okay? Like, it's a both... It's ugh. Sorry. Okay. Let's do some things. Okay. Let's go ahead and actually put these on so we can see all the lag. Sprint. Oh, come on. I forgot I need to have that on. Sorry, guys. This is the fun part. This is the really, really fun part of the PTS. Very fun part is always the setup. Sprint. Mind you, dingus. Weapon swap. Mind you, dingus. Settings. It's easier to do the nameplates now. Up. Up, 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 ba-da, 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 ba-da. Self-injured. Field of view. Go. The rest we can do here in the gamepads. Prevent attacking, auto loot, prevent stealing. Already adjusted those. Nameplates. Nameplates already adjusted those. Okay, there we go. Someone else is on the BTS. Look at this. So rare. Okay, now we just strip ourselves naked because all this is just trash gear. Naked. It's not even unequipping the gear. Freaking laggy game. It's a mess. It's a mess. That's what it is. It's a mess. Then what we do is we get our friend from the assistance. And we cycle him. Oh, no, cycle wheel is that button. Okay. Then cycle wheel this. Wait. Oh, it's already in quick slot. Okay. Right there. So then that way we can go ahead and sell all this trash dookie garbage. Get rid of it. All of it. Go bye-bye. Now we gotta buy stuff. Listen, this is just the setup on the PTS. It's annoying. But it can be fun sometimes. 8. 10. 8. Listen. We're gonna need some attribute redistribution scrolls. This is the only time where these things are actually useful. It's on the PTS. This is the only place where they're useful. Oh, excuse me. Stop. Sorry guys, I'm going relatively quickly. Okay. Consumables. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need that. Then we're gonna need this. We're gonna need to go here. Then we're gonna grab. Down here. We'll mash the X button. I don't know what it is on Xbox because, you know, it doesn't matter. Listen, speedrunning right now, okay? I'm going. Listen, I'm going. It's not fast enough. Go faster. Listen, I'm going as fast as I can. It's not going any faster. Go. Go, you dingus. Go. Go, you dingus. Go. Okay. So now we're completely set up. Wait. No, we're not. All right, I got it. Sorry, guys. Listen, if you're watching this back, feel free to just skip ahead. Okay. Automatic. Okay, and then shift click. Stop. Listen, I'm going, okay, I'm going. Yeah, there you go. Just put in the base ones. Half the time I forget to put my champion points in anyways. So, you know, so go back, stop. How do I go back? Zoom out, Alt, there we go. See, I don't even, listen. Go, I'm going. Okay, that's good. No damage CPs. Don't need those. They're irrelevant. So, go away. Alt. Zoom out. Go. I'm speedrunning. Go. Okay. Go. R confirm. E. Okay, now we're good. Okay. I think we're good. Yep, we're good. Okay, so now let me save this as a preset for my builds in the armory. Then save. Then call it PTS 1. Okay, now we're good. Get out of here, mister. Let's go to the thing. Stop. Okay, guys. Oh, if I press this button, is it going to cancel it? Okay, no, it's not. Now we get to go to the theory crafting tab, okay? I haven't used this in a while. It's called the tab of maths. It's called the tab of maths. Maths. Because this is where we go if we're going to do theory crafting and stuff. See, all the floaty numbers, and then I have my friend here to help me do maths. Watch. Is it, which one is it? Wait a minute. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. Is it this one? Oh, yeah, it is. Alright, guys. Hold on.
Plus 120,000.
Guys, did you see that? We just came up with a formula for how to make a warden. Okay, sorry. I'll get back to it. Okay. Crit warden? Maybe. I just like being. Listen, I'm always a cat, so just catting around. It is what it is. I want to make a bow warden. That's the thing. I want to make a bow warden. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a bow warden together. Hopefully these flying numbers don't get in your way, guys. If they get annoying, just tell me and I'll turn it off because sometimes things can get annoying. And this is for your experience, okay? We'll just do a Vatran bow for now, just so we have a placeholder weapon. Boop, boop, boop. So here we go. I want to set up the bars first in our weapon before we start messing with our gear. So I know the two things I want to run. I want to run this, and then for the bow, that. So bombard immobilizes, but this deals additional damage over time. I like the immobilize because it's much more cheesy. So the goal here is to time up these two at the same time, and then big damage. But it's not very impressive right now because we have no sets on. And you can even time that up with snipe if you're close enough. Maybe the Vate bow won't be a bad idea. Actually, no, because you get more damage if you're further away from your target. So, where's it? 12%? Longer range. What's the bonus you get when you're closer? 33% at 3 meters. Yeah, so far. I'm not sure if I want to do acid spray or bombard, but if we were to do bombard, we can lock them in place and kind of guarantee that this will hit. Deep fissure will hit if we lock them in place with bombard. So we could snare them, and then this will hit, and then they're snared and they're still not moving, then we could just pelt them with more of these. But I don't want just a CC. I want to be able to knock people over. So like a stun. I want to stun. Warden new stun is Arctic Wind. Garbage. I'm going to have a two-handed on the back. Because, it's two-handed. So we'll go make that real quick. Go make. Where's it? This. And then this. No, we can do perfected because we're rich. Stop. Errors everywhere. Which ultimate would be good with this? I have no idea. If we're gonna be up close all the time, I might want to do Dawnbreaker. I don't know. We could use the bow ult because it's super cheesy. But this is why you guys are here. You guys are gonna help me make a build that sort of works. Okay, you're gonna help me make something that works, sort of. So these are the placeholder. Now we gotta figure out our skills, so it feels good. Okay, so on the back bar, we're gonna have Vate, because Vate's a staple on most of my builds. So of course, gonna have Rally. Gonna have Frost Cloak, Fortress, Minor Protection. Yes. Then Burst Heal. I don't know if that's any good to use yet, because the heal's still kind of trash. And our offensive stats not gonna be too high, anyways. And we don't need that because we have the change to Falcon Swiftness, so Bird of Prey. So we have Snare Immunity as well, and we can run super fast. I want this on the front bar for the Berserk that it gives to us. Ice comment. Gotta finish my shift. I'll catch the stream later. I'd exile. Yep. It should be fun to watch back. Ice Comet? That's not a bad idea, Beefy. It's not a whole... Oh my goodness. Hold on. Ice Comet will also increase the damage because we're a Warden, and Wardens get 10% additional damage to any sort of frost and magic damage abilities. So, you're Beefy, you're kind of a genius. Hold on. Let me get this this thing. Where is it? It's this thing. Ethereal Well. Let me get this. Services. Ethereal Well. This. So, I have the combo ready. You guys ready? You ready? You see that? You see what happened there? So he got hit by the meteor. Shocks went off and hit him. And as soon as Shocks went off and hit him, he also got hit by Bombard. So he would have been stuck in place. He would have taken a hit from Shocks. Yeah. You see? Yeah. Exactly. That was the combo. I wonder if I can guarantee it, though. Like, sure, we can root them in place, but I want them to be stunned. Like, completely stunned. See the CMX on that. Click. So just ignore that because that's the dot. So 6. Stem. Yeah, we're not even fully built yet, but that's some decent burst. That is some really decent burst. But we'd have to rely on our ultimate for that. So in the meantime, we'd have to have something else that we can pair up with it. How about, I know it seems kind of dumb. What does this do if it's bomb is dispelled to remove early explosion streak? Does it have a cat? It has a 1 second cat. That's trash, dude. I was messing with proxy debt for Warden with Cleave and Sub, and it was actually pretty disgusting. But, you know, depending on how close we are to the target, it's 8 meters. This is 20 by 7 meters. Ooh. Yeah, we'd have to be right on top of our target. That would help if we're outnumbered. Then we could use something like Plague Break. I want a dot that we can apply to him, but we can't use anything like that. Plague Break would be interesting. Here's the question. Do we want it to be a BG Stomper build? So, like, does it go around and do very well in Battlegrounds? Or do we want it to be like an open world 1vx kind of, I can take care of big groups of players kind of build? Because I like my Battlegrounds builds. I like to start from there and then just, you know, just kind of sit there. Hang on my stamp. We need to fix our sustain, so we're gonna have to put Netch. We're gonna have to put Netch somewhere. I know our sustain on Warden. I remember why I put this project off. It's because sustain is really bad on Warden. It's mosquitoes. That wouldn't be a bad idea. We could use a growing swarm. That would also give us bleed damage, which is massive, right? And vulnerability. So on top of the berserk that we already have, maybe even, call me crazy, but now we can use the new cutting dive morph, because this will also set your target off balance, giving us access to a range stun of sorts. We're probably going to be in playing distance with melee anyway, so that could take the place of what's his face. And also having that slotted gives us even more damage, right? So, oh, this fixes our recovery. It doesn't give us any more damage, does it? No, it gives us a bunch of extra pin. Holy moly, do you see that? Well, I don't even have a sharpened bow. The frick? Be a BG build, you know, probably. Yeah, our stamp sustain is still trash. I think on the back bar, we'd probably have to run Wretched. We'd have to give up the Vate proc, because, you know, Vate can still proc from range, right? See, it just went off there. Which could give us a little bit more burst if we're medium weaving, but I think sustain is probably going to be a little bit more important on a build like this. Definitely. So, maybe Wretched. I could get someone to make me Wretched. I like the feel of this build, though. This build feels really weird, but it feels really weird in a good way. I think, because we can't do Wretched on the body. I thought we did Wretched on the front. That'd be a build, huh? Hrothgar's Chill still trash? Yeah, it's still bad. Still very bad. It's not a good set to use. Nope. Nope, nope. Maybe Wretched on the back. I love my Bait 2H though. I even golded myself out of Bait 2H. So we gotta look at the pieces that we still have access to. So we have 10 pieces left. That's enough for 2 5 pieces. Or, you know, front bar. I want to use a mythic though too. I want to use the Ring of the Wild Hunt so I can fly around and just kill people and have fun. I want to be fast. Be big fast. Big fast. Big fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all the pieces out of the way of things that I want to have, because I like this. I like this. We'll do Swift. Swift. And I think I just bugged out my game. Please don't tell me it bugged out the game. Did it bug it out? Yep. It bugged it out. Great. 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 Now, Cinemax, you want to fix your freaking... You want to fix the PTS, Cinemax? I don't know what the heck is wrong with this game, bro. Wait, where did my bow go? Did I take it off? Must have taken it off on accident. Yeah, I like the movement speed. We get the major expedition from this. And we can just keep on people, so we're always close enough to make sure a combo can land. And that would also apply to cutting dive. I gotta quit the game real quick, guys, because I just broke my deck. I broke the game. Hold on. Okay. I think I fixed it. Let me put the music back on. Okay. So, what happened there, what keeps happening on the PTS is if you accidentally press any buttons on the keyboard while you're constructing something, you cannot use the transmute station, even if you log out and log back in. So you have to completely quit the game in order to fix it. It's very annoying. Is chat not showing up for you guys? No, chat is not even on this tab. There we go. You can see it. So we have our Ring of the Wild Hunt. And we have a few extra little bar spaces. But I can already see an issue. We don't have any good healing skills. So we're going to have Vigor somewhere. Vigor. Short. This resolving triangle. And we're gonna have all of our heals on the back bar. I want to have at least one on the front. We don't need cutting dive, but it'd be nice to have. Maybe Arctic Blast. Initial heal based off of that, and if they're too close, we can stun them. So I don't have to rely on the off balance from that. And we'll probably put trees on the back bar to make up for other places where healing can't quite cut it. Now, my issue is I don't have access to all the buffs that I want. I'd like to have Savagery if we're going to build a little bit more crit. Orders and Wretched. Yeah, if we're going to do that, though, I need to drop an ability for something. I think I know what to do, though. Really depends on our sustain. Because we're always going to be light attacking, right? And this is going to constantly be healing us. And this will also give us Savagery while it's active. And it depends on the amount of skills that we need. Like... But I like having a spammable on square, so... Arctic Blast giving us a pretty decent heal. to think of something to give up. I want my savagery. I'm not using a potion to get it. We could do Order's Wrath. But if that's the case, listen, if that's the case, then why wouldn't we run an Ice Staff on the back bar so we can proc Chilled and then get more crit damage on our target? Why wouldn't we do that instead? Like, use an Ice Staff. Ah, that would fix our bar issue. That would fix our bar issue, though. That would actually fix our bar issue. Hold on. That would fix our issue. That would fix... Because Netch gives us Major. Right, he gives us Major. And we get Minor Resolve from Vigor, so we can still proc Wretched in both ways. So, Vigor on the back bar would proc the Minor, so we could still get Wretched. And then this would give us Major Brutality and Sorcery, so we could get both of the buffs from the thing. So, we do Wretched Staff. Okay, let me quickly go pull up my notepad where I have the craft houses saved. Copy. I'm a super nerd. But there goes my controller. Damn it! No, give it back. Give it back. Thank you. He used the Heroism Projectile, Shield, and Balorg for damage. We could try. See, this is the thing about theory crafting. We have options. We can do many things. We'll save a bunch of builds, and then we'll test all of them, and we'll see which one feels the best. See. We'll make some wretched stuffs. So if we have an Ice Staff, we can actually drop Rally for, but we're gonna be, like, full hybrid, so, yeah, having Wretched's not gonna be bad. We're gonna have to use Wretched if we're gonna play this kind of build. And then we could put back Cutting Dive on the front, and then we could put here Lotus, because Lotus is gonna give us healing, because we're always Weaving and Savagery. So those are some good core fundamental buffs. We have Meteor as well. We have good damage on the front. We don't have any heals on the front, though. Concerns me. We could drop Flies, but listen. Wretched, 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 Wretched. Aha. Found you. Ice Staff. I think we're gonna be on the back bar. I'd like to have it charged. Okay, I'd like to have it charged, but at what cost? What do you guys think? A two-handed on the back bar, or do we do a staff on the back bar? Because a staff would fix our bar issues. Kind of. We'll do both. We'll do both. A staff. We'll do two-handed. No, stop. And two-handed. Defending. I want to do an Ice Staff, but if I want to use an Ice Staff on the back bar, I want it to be charged with this sword. So that way I can proc the thing. What's our armor weight going to be? Depends on our resistances, I reckon. So that's just our base resist. There's no way it's giving us that much. Where are we getting the extra 2k armor from? What the heck? Okay, I'm confused. Staffs don't do that. They don't do that. They don't do that. Yeah, you can literally just do whatever. It's creative mode, basically. What's the percentage chance it just procs brittle? Brittle. 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 Nope, no brittle. Nope, nope. Not even a chance. Okay, we'd have to do charged in the back bar. To even have a chance of procking what we're trying to proc. Where you at, Transmute Station? Come here. I can't do anything because I'm still in combat. How often can we get brittle? Right, brittle's kind of useless without surface sustain anyways. Brittle, 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 brittle. What about this? Because didn't it say... Ah, we don't even need an ice staff. I mean, I'd like to have a staff on the back bar so I can give magic back. But with Winter's Embrace abilities, as long as this is ticking on somebody, we're already going to have brittle because Winter's Embrace. Right? Look at those status effects. Holy moly. I think Plague Break would be fun to have. I would like to try, you know, we can try all of them. This is bleed. That's bleed. This is magic, so this will apply both fissures as well. Bombard will root them in place. No, we already get brittle from this. If we're close to our target and it's just ticking on them, we'll put brittle on them. So this would kind of force us to play at a super close range if we want to do a lot more damage. So in a way, the Vape Bow might... No, Vape Bow only affects Snipe, and we're not going to use Snipe. Icy Conjurer. Listen. I'm working on it, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not a guru when it comes to where sets are from, but I know what you're talking about. Why does it feel Ice Reach? Just Titan board. Listen. Icy Conjurer. Listen, can you listen? Where does this set? Where does it come from? Listen. Where is it? Daggum it! Why does this bother me so much? My brain don't work. Where's that watcher? I know what Icy Conjurer does. It summons an Ice Wraith that you can't block. There it is. Right in front of me. Right in front of me. Thank you. Okay. Applying a minor debuff to your enemy summons a non-reflectable Ice Wraith that will charge into your enemy, dealing frost damage over 10 seconds. Yeah, then I have to go farm the set, though. I want this on the front bar, though. Depending on the damage of this, could be interesting. Some person was hitting me for like 20k Winterborn in like 2 ticks. I think Ninja said Winterborn is like a Maelstrom Arena thing. Isn't it? The heck is a Winterborn? Deal frost damage. Summon a pillar of ice that deals frost damage to all enemies within 3-meter radius. So how in the world was this man hitting me for 20k Winterborns in PvP? I don't... What the... We'll try all of them. So this is going to be a lot of crafting. But we start with Wretched. Wretched is a given. We have to have Wretched. So do we do a staff or two-handed? Okay, we're going to do two-handed. Then... We're going to need Rally. And look at the benefits of a staff. I just like the feeling of a staff on the back bar. Reduces the cost of blocking by 36% and increases the amount of damage you can block by 20%. And it will convert the cost of it to magic, right? Unless, of course, we take out the passives for Trifocus. Then it'll cost stamina. I think an Ice Staff would be good. Because we could just do some low range pokes. And if we need magic back really bad, we could just fully charge a heavy. And also, this fixes our bar space as well. And it's just weird. I like it. So, for Frostvault, if we're going to go and farm that, I want Jewelry of Wretched. So that way I don't have to go and farm the hard things. Wretched Jewelry. Okay, so... I don't have an Execute. Maybe Bloodthirsty? I'm going to do Infuse so I can have bigger heals. Because it scales now. It scales. Fix. Oh yeah, Theory Crafting tab. Hold on. I gotta stop doing that. Tab of Maths! Welcome to the tab of Maths. There we go. Now we can Theorycraft. Okay, so that's the jewelry. Then we increase the staff. Yes, of course. I think my favorite part is the combination of ESO Plus and the PTS. Like those two just make it so much more fun. Okay, so then this gold. Bop. Oop. Oop. And probably gonna do a light belt since we're gonna be in a decent amount. We're gonna have a decent amount of magic costing skills, so we want to have it equally distributed. Do well fitted, because our stuff is gonna just be all over the place. Is there a cooldown on an icy conjurer? I think there is. Let me check. DLC dungeons. Frostvault. It's a 10-second cooldown. It's not bad. This will be like... This is if we're going to be really railing into a target, though. Applying a minor debuff, so we'd have to constantly be using flies to do that. Which wouldn't be difficult, but we'd have to focus on the person who has the flies on them. Icy Conjurer is light as well, so that's going to pose another issue. We're going to be in, like, all light armor. We're going to be, like, super squish. But we are going to be extremely mobile. Super mobile. Look at this. I am speed. You can't hit what you can't hit. Because I am fast. Faster than you. Let me go get some food. We're going to need vampirism as well, probably. Because we're going to have Wretched, which will kind of make up for all that. So Chester's lunchbox. Did that. Did that. Did. We can go for the best possible scenario, but I kind of want to go for what's realistic. I'm going to use what's realistic. Let me turn myself into a vampire. Vampires is in the upgrades tab, guys. Getting a vampire bite is an upgrade, okay? Basically, you are human, and then the next step up is vampire. That's how this works. Let's go eat somebody, but now I'm lazy. Do stage 3. Big stage 3. Big stage 3. Someone turn off that dumb music box so I can hear my own music. Echo. Okay. So we need... Do we have all pieces of Wretched? We have to be in combat for Wretched to proc, right? Okay, dokie. Okie dokie. I can hit trick shots with this build too. Not bad. Not bad. You know, Mundia Stone. So we gotta pick which one we think we're gonna have a more tough time sustaining. So it's probably gonna be Stam because we're gonna be taxed more, and most of our heals are probably just gonna be dead. So we'll go Serpent. 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 Big serpent. Look at this. Look at it. Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? Look at it. Do you see it? Do you see it? Look at it. Look at it. It's good. It's good. It's decent. It's good. It's okay. It's good enough. I want to have Wretched Jewelry, but I want it to be something that I can get access to, okay? If I end up wanting to play this build, something I can have access to, so Wretched Jewelry. Well, I had success with light armor last time. We'll just have way too much pin if we do light armor. We'll actually probably just be an effective weapon, but... You know, damage has gone down across the board, so I think pin and crit is probably going to be the way to go. What am I doing here? Listen. I'm working on it, okay? I'm thinking. I'm using brain power. So we got our bars set up. Alright. Right. So we want Icy Conjurer now. So we can test that. Wait. That'll give us access to a monster set. And yeah, like you said, we can use Battle Org. Battle Org's not a bad option. I'm gonna go make Battle Org real quick. I want as many medium pieces as I can get. We'll do one well fitted here, and then we'll do a divine shoulder, so you can start stacking up a little bit more recovery. 2 pieces, right? 2 pieces. I might go make a medium belt or whatever. Go make a medium chest plate. Whatever. Stop. This will give us access to the trainee as well, I think. With all the pieces, right? Because we have a front and a back. Yeah, so we have trainee on the chest, so that's heavy. And it'll kind of make up for what we're losing here. So the only thing I'll have to keep farming for is a bow. Which will be annoying. There are a couple traits I want to try. I want to try the difference between Nirnhone Sharpened and in Charge. Because if we're going to be in light armor, we're going to have quite a few additional pieces here and there. Right. So then that's that. Yes, yes. Then this. Do we need gloves? Glove. Glove. Divines. And we have to hit him with that, and then this gives us access to Mr. Trainee Chest. Yes, I do. 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 Okay, so this is how we are now. Okay, decent. That stat pool is extraordinarily worrying to me. Very worrying. Even with all of our armor passives and traits, and then we get the at 28k health, we can push that a little further. I just need to know where the majority of my resources are going to be pulled from. Icy Conjurer just keeps on going, bro. It's a gift that just keeps on giving. What's the damage of it? Just tooltip. I feel like Plague Break could be fun too. Big fun. Look at him. He's getting eaten by bugs. Okay, they're done eating him. Now we need to go get some enchants. I feel like more people are gonna still be running Dragonite next patch, so it's probably better to just do this. Where is it? Oh right, okay, wrong one. Chucky. Jewelry. Weapon damage. We don't even have Tri-Stab. Most of it's just into magic and then just random. Shocky Cliff. Some of that. And then we get Tri-Stab. Yes, we do. It's still charged. That's funny. Rapora Hakejo. Depends on your situation. It really does. Vicious Death would probably be... Wait, no. Vicious Death deals flame damage, so never mind. If it did magic damage, probably. Probably be better than using, Plague Break, but I'm 100% confident. A 99% confidence that Vicious Deaths does flame damage. So if you're a vampire, y'all best watch out. Haven't gotten to it yet. Yes. Yeah, flame damage. I do flame damage. I'll check Plague Break real quick. See what the dot looks like on Plague Break. Because it's still getting adjusted, and that's the thing. Like... that dot is going to be tough. Thought of a great stream series idea for you, Epic. Take all the sets in the game, split them into categories like damage, sustain, defense, stack them up against each other on a live stream. You could do like 5 sets each stream. Make fairies of it. You mean literally test every single set in existence? Daggum, I'd probably get a headache before I could do anything too impressive. You know, that'd give some good knowledge of the game. And then we'd actually get some first-hand stuffs. But listen, it's interesting. Think about it, Beefy, very much. What did I just say? So, oof. Look at that pin. Look at the pin. Look at the pin. This is without battle orgs. Look at the pin. Look at it. Do you see it? Have you looked at it yet? Yeah, stream series. Maybe. Look at the pin. I think it's too generous. No. Yep. Looks like no damage. Just a little better. It only gave us 200 additional damage and then completely nuked our pin. Nah, we're going full pin, bro. We're going full pin. Nope. For some reason, we get more pin with this. I don't understand it. Okay, now let's fix our glyphs again. I don't even have Wretched Morph, so we're not getting as much recovery as we could. Then I'll have to dump out. Maybe I could take off this piece of light armor and put some... So we have 1, 2... Only 2 medium? We're right at 30k health, and this is without champion, so I'm gonna bump it up 10 points, and then the rest go into stam, because we're gonna be primarily using stamina. This is without champion points, so... And that's a manageable stam pool. I can work with that. I want to know how quickly it could take out a player. A bit closer. You can proc brittle. Our sustain for our stam is still really bad. Like, I can feel it. We need more stam sustain. But I feel like we have tons and tons of damage. I feel like we have tons of damage. We have burst damage, we have damage, we have dot damage. What if instead of bombard we took the venom version? How many CC? Yeah, we have a CC, so we could lock them in place anyways. We could time that with the brittle stun as well, and then we could get just another dot, so there's even more pressure if we took the venom arrows instead. The venom arrows, yes. Interesting. Up. This. I think the play here might be to sacrifice this belt for something else. So we'll make like medium pants or something. We'll go play with it on some ads first. Math stream? Yes, Ryan, math stream. Big maths. So what we do when we Theorycraft new builds is we have maths going. Maths going in the background. That pin is extraordinarily impressive. On top of the recovery once everything gets going. It's good. And then Wretched's tooltip should be a little higher. because we upgraded the set. So let me go to the place where we normally test things. Maths. Yes, Ryan. Maths! Maths! We're doing maths! Maths! You're an electrician? That's cool, Ryan. I'm going to be an apprentice electrician, which will be fun. Okay. Holy moly, the stream lagging. We're doing some maths. Oh, yep. Demand for them right now, bro. You need some more. But right now, we're making something special. Good luck to you, sir. It's tough. Is it now? Is it? Yes, yes. Don't need that. Yes, I will make a build video for this thing if it actually works and it's amazing. I don't know how it's going to do though. I mean, that was decent. Question is, how quickly will it drop another player? I also need to test the survivability of this thing because it feels like it'd be super squishy. Super duper squishy. But it has some insane burst potential. We need an execute. I have come to the conclusion that we need an execute. I don't think there's any walking away from that, but... It has AoE potential as well. It's decent, but this build would be that much better if I could work an execute in here somewhere. Bow has an execute. It has poison injection, right? But it's not the best. It is another dot. And they did remove the bleed on this, but this gives you a bunch of extra weapon and spell damage, right? So if the enemy's not off balance, you cause them to bleed, so that's another dot. Let's compare that dot. So that's over 10 seconds versus something poison injection, which is 20 seconds because the new dot changes, which is annoying. And it don't even do that much more damage. I think Cliff Racer's still good. What about blood for blood? Been looking at that. We don't even have this in. I'm dead. Blood for blood. And we have to be really close to our target in order for this to really work well, but half the time we'll probably end up be taking damage anyways, so. That counts as an execute. I've really been liking blood for blood as well. And it deals magic damage. So that's already getting buffed because of Warden. Maybe. 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 Possibly. And it doesn't dip into our magic, which helps with our overall sustain. Ever use a soul stream build? You mean soul assault? I tried that on Magsork once. I don't know what's up with those kind of abilities, but you know how the tooltip says while you cast it or you're channeling it, you are immune to disabling effects and stuff, right? So where is it? Soul magic, soul magic, soul magic, soul magic, soul magic. This, right? So you know how it says, let's do soul assault because this increases the damage. Okay, so while channeling this ability, you gain immunity to all disabling effects. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. Every time it says you are immune to any disabling effects on any ability, whenever I try and use it, I get immediately stunned and I can't finish using any ultimate. This happens with Toxic Barrage, it happens with Soul Assault, and it's the most annoying thing in the world. It's super annoying because it's supposed to, I'm supposed to be able to just channel this without any care in the world, right? Nope. The second I get one tick off, I just get stunned. I get stunned, and then it gets interrupted, and then I can't use it. I don't know if it's a bug, or if it's just something that Zimex does to troll me. I don't know. But it doesn't work for me. So I don't know. Yeah, but Cliff Racer is another dot. Cutting Dive is easily dodgeable too, but bleed damage versus Blood for Blood, which does so much more damage. It's harder to lower our health is. Depends on how much pressure we're probably going to end up being taken anyways, whatever. And it sets them off balance as well. And it's super difficult to read. But I also like the extra pin that it gives us for it being an animal companion's ability. I think Icy Conjure is really good for this build. Need stam. Big stam. But we could also try, because dot damage is kind of just falling off, but Icy's still going to be like a good original dot. You know, it's going to be ticking every second. It's going to be consistent pressure. Paired with Blood for Blood, maybe. I don't know. Feels like Cliff Racer is just hitting so much harder. Stop. I should keep my buffs up so I can do damage. This has some serious damage on it. Let's see if we can get someone to test with on a PTS. Oh, it's super slow. I don't like how slow Cliff Racer is. That's the thing, though. Cliff Racer is a projectile, so it's a little slow, but it can be bursty because as it's going through the air, right, I can actually time that with a bombard and a shocks all at the same time. I can get all of those to hit at the exact same time if I land it properly. So what that would look like is this, that, and then all that hits at the same time. I don't know where the heck the fissure went, but it was there somewhere. Some buffs going. Oh, we're theory crafting, Pocket. We're theory crafting. That is why there are maps all over the screen. This is the filter that we use whenever we're theory crafting something. This Cliff Racer just seems nice. It just seems a little bit better than Blood for Blood. We haven't even tried other sets, but I want to get the bars straight first. Blood for Blood is really fast. And it can hit super hard if you're really low health. I'm still trying to make a judgment. I mean, it does kill, and it seems to be relatively effective. I think we made some that sort of works. You know. But Cliff Racer has a specific, it has a little rhythm to it. You know, it's comfy. I think I like Cutting Dive more. I know it sounds funny, but I think I like Cutting Dive a little bit more. Yeah, cutting dive definitely feels so much better on this build. So that'll be what we're sticking with. Okay, so we'll save this as the first build variation. Yes, yes. Save. Mind you, we don't have champion points in because we don't test with champion points. What's up, Kevin? Kevin, you're my #1 fan. I have come to this conclusion. 1. Whatever that is. 1. Okay, so this is variation 1. Go back to the craft house. Welcome, Kevin. We're theory crafting right now. These symbols bother you? I can turn them off. If you guys don't want these if you don't want these math symbols on the screen, I can get rid of them. Just tell me. If they bother you, if they bother one person, I'll turn them off. See? But you know, I like the theory craft. Saw you streaming. Yes, Kevin. I appreciate it. Okay, so we want to test. Who's his face? What's that other one called? Yep, hold up. Only 16%. It's not going to be a massive increase. We'd have to completely change our build around in order for it to really work properly, though. Though, if we were going to, what we could do is this is like... Okay, no, it's only a crit if it's the other morph. I don't want that. Okay. Could mess with our bars a little bit. Order's Wrath. Order's Wrath. E. Yep. Move. Move. Holy mollies. Go this way. Just past it. Freaking move! Ah! You dingus! Finally! Spellino's Wrath. What happened to Order's Wrath? What's this? That was all... Bro. Art. Move. Listen. Unless I'm illiterate or something. Where's Order's Wrath? This is Pelino's Wrath. Twilight's Embrace. I'm about to lose it. You just like math symbols? Okay. Oh, I'm getting a headache trying to find Order's Wrath. Getting a headache. You know what? I'm just gonna do this instead. Just I'm not looking for it anymore. I probably passed it like 7 times, but I don't care. What light armor? Because that light armor feels pretty decent. Take a look at our resistances. We're gonna put defending on. Change the trait to defending. Wait, is it already defending? No, it's still charged. Okay. That's decent resist on top of the healing that we're gonna have. For offensive capabilities with all the pin that we have as well. Yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. So then we get the weapon, the bow and arrow. Then we get the gloves, legs, foots. Down there. goodness, Order's Wrath. See, I'm gonna have to change a couple other things for Order's Wrath so it can work properly. So we'll make some more tri-stat enchants. You gonna make a model for my dude? Do you need pictures? Listen, are you listen, Ninja, I know you're in Unreal Engine right now, okay? But do you need reference pictures, okay? Okay. It's magic. We have a shock glyph I still just made? No, we'll go make some. I need some mape. Mape. Yes. Mape. Mape. Whoop. We could. We already have vulnerability. This would give us more uptime on it, but, you know, I'm thinking we don't need shock cliff. We need... Is this disease? Shield. Can't remember which one's disease. I don't know if it's in Daco. No, it's not. We'll be here. We'll be here a while. Poison. Yes. Well, I don't know what you want. I'm not sending you every single picture I have. I'll give you, like... Listen. If you really want some good close-ups of my character, just go watch my YouTube videos. You get all the body shots you need. What, you want me to give you, like, a front view, a side view like this, and then a back view, and then another side view like this? All dimensions? Because you have to wait, because I'm streaming right now. Poison. This is precise. Nah, not precise. Gonna be sharpened. I think Icy gives us like a line of pin. Yeah, it does. You can feel it. Now another part of me is saying, Flame Blossom. Flame Blossom. Which would actually be my next choice for things to test. That's 24. In order to make this build work, we're gonna have to drop our sustain for the shadow. So our sustain would come in the form of changing these to well-fitted, because our stam sustain is now dookie. But we need this in order to do a lot more crit damage. So this is 38%. Right, so... yeah, we're gonna lose a little bit of pin and our berserk, but we get more crit damage. We get 10% more crit damage, which puts us almost at the crit cap. And then we go beyond that with this. I like all the big happy yellow numbers I'm seeing, but my stam sustain is not very happy right now. Yeah, my stam sustain is not very excited at the moment. Put Ratchet up. As long as Ratchet is up, though, we can actually sustain this just fine. Like, we're really putting some pressure out. I don't think if we were constantly taking CCs, though, and stuff, then I think we'd be struggling with our sustain more. That's with Wretched. That's not very acceptable. But there's so much more damage. The change we can make here is super simple. It's called not light armor. It's called medium armor in place of what we have on, which is light armor. Light. Place that with medium. That would fix our stam sustain, and that would give us more crit damage. Where is it? Give me. Okay. But we would not have as much pin. Gave us 200 extra stam. Our pin is still pretty sturdy, I'd say. With Wretched, it puts it at 2k. So this fixes our stam sustain. Yes, it fixed our stam sustain. And our crit damage is at 44 with Race Against Time. It's 54. So big crits all across the board. Plus brittle, which is, I think minor brittle is like 5%, 10%. I think it's 10% because major brittle's 20. So on top of brittle, that's almost a crit cap actually. That's an insane amount of damage. If things crit. Where am I getting a damage shield from? I don't know. I think this will be the second build because this fixes our sustain issues, and then we'll go save this. Go test. And then I'm gonna make one with Flame Blossom. Flame Blossom gonna be super wonky, but we're fast enough that we can probably keep up with it. Cannot save builds while in combat. Well, of course you can't. Nope! There goes my controller again. Come here. Thank you. Good. Keep dropping it. I don't have the biggest desk in the world. Okay, so the last thing I want to try is Flame Blossom. To give us a lot of pin, but then this would also mean we get a proc set, which is very nasty. Very, very nasty. It's a little slow, and it can easily be sidestepped. However, it's Flame Blossom, and I like Flame Blossom because it's Flame Blossom. And it's mine. And I already have access to it, so the only thing I have to get is Wretched. So... and what that can do is that can pair with Sub and this. And it's just a bunch of burst damage all at once. We can even try Red Mountain. Heck, we'll try Red Mountain too. Just another proc set here. Because this setup is super sturdy. For like a bow build. Okay, a bow build. Of this. Whatever. What's it? Give me some gritty kittens. Yes. Yes, yes. Is this stream lagging for you guys? Because it's lagging for me. Okay, what are we doing with Flame Blossom? Right. And the next two will be Divines. I think would be the good choice. I don't know. My money, if I had to take a guess, would be on Flame Blossom being the best and most effective build. Because if you can get your Flame Blossom to land, so you kind of have to be point blank on somebody, but if you get your Flame Blossom to land, GG's easy game. Pretty much. We'll change this to poison as well, because we already have vulnerability, so we don't need that. Okay, so now we have the flame blossoms. Though our stam is not looking extremely happy. It's looking relatively sad, actually. But our damage should be ridiculous. Flame blossom. And it also applies burning, so that's another dot. Though it's gonna be tricky to line up because it just kind of come on and off whenever it feels like it. But the amount of burst. Okay, well, that's good. It's probably because I have the filter on the maps filter. Okay. Well, let me fix it. Let me turn off the maps. Okay, guys, we're gonna go to a tab that's even more laggy. It's called the MLG tab. Welcome to the MLG tab. Oh, hold on. Let me fix that. Why am I behind chat? Let me move myself up. Now I am in front of chat. Yes, I am.
Smoke weed every day.
Okay. So this is with Flame Blossom, right? So everything's... Oh, that's because we didn't fix the prismatics. So that's why our stam was looking a little sad. Okay. Save. Then the last one I want to try is Red Mountain. No, what are you doing? Stop! Stop! It's so difficult to do. Holy mollies. Because I can do Red Mountain or Flame Blossom. Red Mountain is going to be a little weird though. But it's going to be more consistent, I think, than... It's going to be... Actually, it's going to be way more consistent than Flame Blossom. I kind of hope one of these works better. Especially the Red Mountain. Because this set's a lot of fun. This will give us some stam as well, so it doesn't hurt. But I think a proc set is just always much better to have for a bow and arrow kind of build. But you never know. Pure stat may win out in the test of how good the build feels. Why did I do 2 outfitted? That's dumb. Great. Great. Did I crash it again? Did I crash it again? Did I crash it again? Did I do the good job? Yeah, I broke it. I broke it again. I broke it again. Broke it again, you dingus. Freaking broke it again. Holy moly. How many more times do I have to keep breaking these dumb... Okay. Sorry. I gotta stop pressing buttons. I can't help it. I must press buttons. Must travel back to the crib. Let me put music on. It went from me wanting to rant about update 35 to me just theory crafting instead. But there's nothing wrong with that, is there? Theory crafting is fun. Poison and fire. This has the off chance to just randomly and accidentally proc the burning status effect, which is another dot. Probably should have made more. Get a bunch of these variations together. I can't think of anything else I'd like to test because Plague Break is just not as good as Icy Conjurer would be. Even though it could make everything go boom, you know. But Wretched's always going to be, it just kind of feels like it's a given. Each of these are at champion points. So we have 4 variations of the build I want to test and get a good feel for. My money's on the Red Mountain build. Did I not pick up the Way Shrine? Oh. My money's on the Red Mountain build. I think that one's going to perform the best. If I had to take a theoretical theory of a guess. Okay guys, time to do some testing. Are you ready?
The guild requests your help.
I like the movement speed on this thing already. It feels super good.
Moment of your time.
So we'll start with the Icy Conjurer one because that was the base build that we were comparing to.
There's much to do.
So we'll do that. Because I already know how that one feels.
You're ready.
Get out. This will be good with tri-stat pots as well. So if Icy Conjurer, it's decent. I'll go get some tri-stat pots so I can spam things. And we'll get the Way Shrine this time. Wipes him out pretty easily, just because he has 30k health. We'll be in combat all the time anyways, so... Oh, good, good. Move the microphone a little bit. Yes. Here we go, fellas. 360. It's super bursty. I like it. Yo. Maybe we could do something else with Bombard. I don't know. We could try the other more. I like the ability to immobilize, though. I want to figure out which one drops the target the fastest. I want to figure out which one's the most comfortable, and I want to find out which one's the most practical. Then maybe we can start combining them. And then we'll find a perfect build. Yes, we will. Order's Wrath might end up being the most practical. The hardest hitting may be Flame Blossom or Red Mountain. And then the most comfortable would probably be Red Mountain as well. Because that one is predictable and you can line things up. Okay. Let's keep Wretched going. That's the thing, though. I don't want to hit them with a bombard and then one of these. As much burst damage as it is, because if I hit them with a bombard, their instinct is going to be to roll dodge because they're going to be immune. I'll catch this later, epic-buttkkr. Good stuff. Good stuff. Thanks, Beefy, for stopping by. And we'll have a conclusion eventually. If it's build video worthy, I'm not sure. See, because I don't want them to roll dodge out of the way of my cliff racer. So the combo is gonna have to be this, light attack, and then bombard right there towards the end. And then that's the full set combo, which is enough to kill somebody. And if we really want to put the damage in, then we get really close to them, so that way we can stun them, right? With Mr. What's his face? Does it stun on the initial cast, or does it stun for every tick? Stunning them immediately on activation. Okay, so if we're just standing next to them, they're not going to get stunned. So we have to use this right next to them in order for it to be super effective. So what that would look like is this, cast, that, and then that. It's a little slower. If I don't want them dodging, out of the cone of my, if I don't want them dodging out of the cone of bombard, which I could use it to root them in place, there's a simple change that we can make. Let's go to acid spray. That's a small little dot, but it's another dot. And for something with Icy Conjurer or any other kind of dot build, we might want to use acid spray instead. I think we're going to use acid spray with Red Mountain. Make a great electrician. Thank you, Ryan. Just use your brain and then you'll be fine. It applies to most things in life, even cooking. Okay. Okay, so we don't want them roll dodging the combo, so I feel like this is just so much more damage. It's nice. One of these, one of these. Okay, then this. That going? Yeah, because if I'm not, like, they're not going to be able to dodge, they're not going to be able to roll dodge out of the combo of sub and this going off at the same time. Like, this is an undodgeable combo, and look at how much damage that just does. Like, those two abilities. What the it does so much more damage. Why does this do more damage? Acid Spray does more damage than Bombard does at base. I think I know why. I think I know why it does so much more damage. It's because the tick for the dot starts applying immediately. So it's a little bit of extra chip damage. So that bumps it up. That feels really good with Acid Spray. I like Acid Spray. Yes. And this is without using Meteor, because we still have access to Balorg. So if we have a really tanky target that's giving us trouble, what's the combo going to look like? I think the combo that we could do is this, right? And then wait, and then do this. And then stun them on purpose while we're on top of them with Arctic Blast, guaranteeing that they take the hit. Or, if we have Bombard, we could immobilize them, which will cause them to roll dodge. While they're roll dodging, they can't block Meteor. So we could use that instinct as well to make sure Meteor hits. Because then they'll have to make a choice. Whether do they want to just get pelted with arrows and a Meteor at the same time while holding block, or do they want to roll dodge out of it and try and avoid some damage and still die. This is just with Icy Conjurer, though. That's so much damage. That's so much damage. I think the only time we'll use Bombard is if we're going to be using... If we're going to be using Flame Blossom is the only time I really want to use Bombard. Because there's so many more opportunities for damage if you have Who's his face? Excuse. Because we already have an on-demand CC. I mean, having that ability to snare somebody is nice. Right, it's nice, but... Did I save the one with the medium armor or the light armor? This is the one with the medium. Okay, good. So wait, what does the magic version of Cliff Racer do again? I forgot. Let's check. Increasing weapon and spell damage after dealing damage to damage, which increases when hitting off-balance targets. What the frick? What the frick? Do you guys? Huh, okay. What are we using again? This is Order's Wrath? Okay. And this... Just, if it puts us at 5k damage, this could be a strong contender for the morph. Do you see the damage? Oh my goodness. We'd have to fix our sustain a little bit, so we might end up going back to light armor for this build, which would give us even more pin, which would be even more fun, and then we could sustain it just a little bit better. We'll go back to light armor real quick. Light armor, light armor, light armor. Gloves. Okay, so this will help us sustain our magic just that ever bit more. Right? So then... I still feel some sustain issues. Sustain? So do we want dot or do we want more upfront damage? I think dots might actually just be more toxic overall, you know, just in general. I had an issue with my mag sustain. Go to the back bar, heavy attack a little bit. I think we'll just stick with the dot version with Order's Wrath. Just go more dots though, so we're just gonna revert these changes. As much as I think that 400 additional weapon and spell damage is nice, it's very difficult to sustain. Very difficult to sustain. Bow. Okay. Let's go. Okay, someone did. This does not feel like it hits as hard as the one with Icy Conjurer though, so far. I can feel a difference. And there's just not as much pressure going out for them as well. Maybe we need to crit more. Crit more? What's our crit chance? 40%. That's really high. It's nice. But it's not giving us more damage. It's not really worth it. That's faster. There's a burst that you can time up with this build, and I like that. So like, we have AoE as well. Things need to crit to hit hard, though. That's the thing. If they don't crit, we don't do any damage. That's the issue, though. As much fun as this is, I think maybe we need to be on top of our target. Okay. Maybe we need to be really close to our target so Brittle can take effect. Yep. Alright, so if we want to be in people's faces, this is the build to do it. Because when that brittle gets going, boys, when that brittle gets going. And if Shocks crits, then it feels good. You can really feel the effect of it. If things crit, you can really feel it. If they don't crit though, it's just kind of meh. Give a few more runs. Start using Meteor a little bit more. Meteor's just too good on this thing, bro. Look at the cleave on this thing. I ran out of stamina. Getting too trigger happy. Too twiggle happy. I want to look at what, Turn the music down. Hold on. Actually, no, we don't have to. We can just look and see what it does here. So, what does it do? It does, like, a little bit more damage after the second cast, so when they come back up again. Listen. Interesting. Because of the changes. I'm not too big a fan of Order's Wrath. Let's check a full burst combo then. See what the CMX says. Because I don't believe this build is as good as I want it to be. It's not even 20k. Maybe we just need to delay it a little bit more. Okay, so that's 20k there. 20k is above average. So that's where I want to be if I... That's kill damage. That's kill damage, basically. What the heck is that? I gotta remember to have Brace Against Time up as well, because we're not gonna get any extra damage from that. It just feels like I have to get lucky with this build in order for it to really kill somebody super quickly. And if you've been on this channel long enough, you know me and luck do not have a good relationship. So, Flame Blossom it is. So Flame Blossom is the one I want to use Bombard with, because that will guarantee that I can land my Flame Blossom on somebody. The other thing though, this build has a ridiculous pin as well. Oof. This is really hard. My Flame Blossom didn't even hit him. What the heck? Went right through him. I feel like Flame Blossom is really only very powerful on melee builds, because this is going to be difficult to keep on top of a target with this thing. Because they're always going to constantly be moving around. But you can feel the Flame Blossom when it hits. We just need everything to kind of line up just right. Just right. So what that would look like is this, that, this. Yeah, that's a lot of burst. It's not enough for a one-shot combo, but that definitely would catch somebody who's not expecting it. It probably one-shot some pretty weak players in one big combo. Bunk. And Flame Blossom really does help with the AoE damage that we have. Like, it's very capable of wiping out bigger groups of people. Look, watch. Come in there with this, and some of that, and then this. It's just not sustainable. That's the other issue I'm having with it. It's not super sustainable kind of damage. Whereas Red Mountain would be more sustainable because it's single target, and you could see it go into the target. Make a guesstimate on which one is about to hit, so you could time it up a lot better. And Red Mountain hits harder anyways than Flame Blossom does. Plus it's medium, so we can play with crit damage. But I gotta say, Flame Blossom it's comfy. But in real combat, is it gonna be super practical? Because someone could just easily sidestep Flame Blossom, right? Because it's pretty slow. That's why we use Bombard. I think so far, Icy Conjure is still giving us the best results. We haven't tested Red Mountain yet, though. I'd say if I knew Flame Blossom would be more reliable, then this would probably be the first, like, my #1 build, because it also applies a little bit of a dot to him as well, but I think this build would be great for brawling. May lose a lot of 1v1s. We haven't been on our back bar, or we haven't been tested defensively, so... But this build has a lot of surprising burst, depending on the sets that we're going to use. So I know Icy Conjure is still in the lead, for how it feels just in general. I'm not even sure if this is going to be a build that's worth, you know, making a build video about. That's the thing. Here we go at Red Mountain. Ooh, you can see the damage difference. We need to switch to Morph. We switch to Morph 2. Another one, because we don't want them randomly roll dodging. So we'll just add another dot. If we were talking about Flame Blossom is good in Battlegrounds. If you were talking about 1v1s, I think Red Mountain would probably perform the best 1v1 wise. So would Icy Conjurer. Though I feel like Icy Conjurer is just the best option. Because there's just so many additional dots that are being applied to the target. Like, they just melt. And as always, if we're struggling, we always have access to Meteor and Balorg, so... Any other sets you guys can think of that you think would work pretty interestingly on this build? I'd say Plague Break, but changes to it aren't going to make it too good. If it could apply from multiple hits, like if it could apply to multiple targets from one hit, I think it'd be probably #1 choice for this build, because then... Well, then the AoE damage that you could do would be unmatched. Icy Conjurer feels good. I just don't want to have to go and farm it. Like, I can see it coming, though. Like, if I want a super bursty build, it looks like Red Mountain would be my top choice for a big burst, for the maximum burstage. Because I can time it. I can time up my burst with Red Mountain. Because I can see it coming. Like, that's a lot of additional damage. I still think Icy Conjurer feels the best. It depends on the, like, here's the thing though, Icy Conjurer can be purged. You're not gonna have a lot of Templars running around next patch. I think Red Mountain would be second choice. It feels good. It feels more reliable than Flame Blossom would. I think Icy Conjurer still is the best. I don't have this set. I don't want to have to go farm it just for this build, but I need to test it some more. Morph this too. Bigger duration or heals? More heals. Always more heals. Our sustain is fine though with Wretched. And like Icy Conjure has a good uptime because as soon as that 10 seconds is up, it can be reapplied again. And that additional dot. I just want to see what the dot damage looks like for this thing. So that. Listen. And that. I don't know where the bleed damage is. Apparently this is supposed to apply a dot. If the enemy is not off balance. Okay, so if we're far enough away from them, then it's only gonna make its difference. Looks like. Wrong one. This one. What acid spray? Because it's another dot. So I have to be... This will give us some ranged options. This build will probably work the best from long range as well. That dot damage is enough to just chip away at somebody's health. No issue. And all the while we're pelting them with everything else under the sun. Icy Conjurer, bro. Let's look at the dot damage. Just watch the dot damage. They say dots were changed. They said they were changed. Look at the status effects too, bro. And we wanted to take it even further. Look at our pin. Look at our pin. Our pin at base is 13k without Balorg or anything like that, and we don't even have champion points in, like, for damage. Ooh. This is a decent build. I think this might be the winner. The winner chicken dinner. This one. It's just so much damage. It's so much damage. Dots and all. Icy Conjurer is just like the little bits of icing on the cake. Plus the additional pin. You know, really does help. I'd have to put this together on PlayStation and see how it feels. But this is only really possible because of the secondary changes to how Shulks works. And he just dies. He just eventually dies. I wonder if there's a way we could work yet another dot onto the build. Like, we have poison on this bow, right? E. Poison. One of these. 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 Applied. I need to test its survivability. That's the real question. If it's more than decently survivable, then this could be my next build video. For next patch, at least. Bow builds are always a little weird, though, when you're trying to make montages for them. We'll go test it on the boss over here. It just kind of effortlessly, though, kind of kills people, which is nice. Probably because Icy Conjurer and all that. Okay, so there's a bunch of guys here we gotta take care of first. Okay, so this is where we're gonna test our survivability. I'm not sure if this boss can put out a lot of damage. Let's take this. I'm probably gonna need to get, like, just attacked by a bunch of ads to see it. But this is a boss fight, so we'll be able to see the damage itself. As long as I'm light attack weaving, I'm gonna be healing, and as long as I get these animal I have so many. That's the other thing I just realized. I have so many animal companion abilities going off and ending all at the same time that I'm gonna have a bunch of passive healing coming in from the, you know, the passive. I don't know how this build will do against people's burst combos, though. That's kind of what's got me a little concerned. It doesn't have the mind-blowing numbing damage that I'd like my build to have. It's a little slow. So that's why I want to test its survivability. Stand in that kind of damage. I feel like as long as we're keeping the pressure up, it shouldn't be an issue. I find myself recasting a Deep Fissure way too often, though. Okay, so here's 100k health left. Let's see how quickly we can burst this man's. Okay, that was really slow. It's got me worried. I need to go find a boss that can really put damage into me. Isn't it? He's one man's in Rivenspire. I don't remember where he is, but he's like a gargoyle boss that's like impossible to kill because he's dumb or something. I don't know. We'll go fight the blue crab over here. Go fight the blue crab mans. What do you mean? I mean, I'm not in combat, you dingus. Where's the combat? Where's the combat? I don't see no combat. Where's the combat? How am I in combat if there's no combat? What is this? Listen. 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 Explain. Listen. Not gonna be part of this. The question is, though, is this build fun to play? I mean, it's different. It's different. Okay, well, we're glitched in combat, so we're probably just gonna have to go destroy ourselves from existing. Yeah, we're glitched into combat right now. So we literally can't do anything until Cinemax fixes their game. I like the movement speed of this thing, though. That movement speed is going to be a big part of our survivability. Yeah. Okay, now we're out of combat. Works just like that. Works every time. Every time. Listen. Fix. Check. What is this? Oh, right, we're on the PTS. It doesn't even matter to me. I think this build just in general could work with like any of those sets, but Icy Conjurer works the best. Without a doubt. Because the extra magic damage. Okay, so we're just here to actually take damage. So, kill me. Try to. Come on, you dingus, do damage. Okay, I think the survivability of this build's kind of okay. He's trying, but he's not doing a good job. I mean, between resolving vigor, this, spamming Netch, having our light attacks, and the fact that we're gonna have like 7 different animal companion abilities expiring, I think our healing is taken care of. I mean, just look at the happy green numbers. Like, as long as we're putting out pressure, our abilities are going to be ending, which will result in us giving more healing. So, the more offensive we are with this build, the more healing we're going to get. Like, look at it. Look at the healing, bro. Look at the healing. And if we get in a really bad pinch, boom. Give me tweeze. You ain't killing nobody today. No, no. So sustained damage is not going to be an issue, and if we're going to be dealing with a bunch of stupid dots next patch, if there's any more dot builds, we could just purge it with Netch. So I think the survivability is okay. I'd have to bring this to the live server and see how it works, though. Which means you're probably not going to see this build for like 2 months. A build video for it in like 2 months, because first, I have to farm the Mages Guild. Second, I have to level up a Warden on the live server. Third, I have to find the time to do all this. And fourth, I'm lazy, okay? I mean, this build is different. I'll leave it up to you guys if you want to see a build video for it. Where I can, you already know what I'm running, so why don't I make a build video? Like, I don't even need to move. This guy just can't kill me. I have too much healing. It feels like a PvE build in a way, but it's not. This build is designed for PvP. A lot of damage there. I kind of want to test the other variations of the build in long-term fights as well, just to see which one performs the best. Because Icy Conjure allows you to be really lazy. Because you just have people melting while you just do nothing.
Headed for some.
Acid spray's much better. It hits harder for some reason. Okay, now I gotta go get into some trouble. I know where another boss is. I wanna feel the sustain of this thing. Test its survivability. These are all without champion points, mind you. If we were to put champion points in, this would be a different story. But we're doing no CP here. Look at the movement speed. Kiting with this build's gonna be so nice. Like, you just move, bro. You just move. Nothing can keep up with you. Here's the next boss fight. Oh, we want to kill this guy real quick. Yes, we do. Okay, so there's a bunch of little ads here. Our max sustain's kind of off. I think our sustain with this build will probably feel the worst. Because this is focused on just doing a lot of crit damage. Right. That's what the healing is like. We'd have to be on our front bar to really get any value out of Order's Wrath anyways. And I already noticed an issue with my max sustain. Even with Wretched. I'd probably have to use potions to keep up. This though does by far give us the biggest number DPS wise. You have room for a monster 2-piece. I guess a Zon would work. I don't want to have to go and farm Zon, but you know, we're on the PTS so we can get away with it. We could always just, yeah, we could just put it on. I feel like at that point it'd become our true dueling build though. So our max sustain is an issue with this version. Alright, let's throttle down on spamming stuff. Okay. Okay. maybe if we had ratchet up, we gotta get our sustain fixed. Our survivability is fine. I think this build and its variations have enough healing power to justify it being an outnumbered fighter. Though, definitely having more animal companions abilities definitely makes it easier for us. But this though does give us the biggest damage numbers. Okay, this is like big number equals more. Not quite. What the? We'll try Zon. Flame Blossom will be interesting because we can't use Bombard. We could get Zon real quick. Okay, so now at Ryan's request, we have Zon on. Deal damage with a lighter heavy attack. You have a 33% chance to tether and constantly be dealing damage to your enemy for 10 seconds. So get another proxy. I think this with Icy Conjurer would be the best option. I still think Icy Conjurer is the best. Like, by far. It fixes sustain. And it just feels nice, bro. It wouldn't be a test if we didn't do all the builds, right? So much fire damage. If it procs on the first hit, then yeah. Balorg is just easier for me to get because I already have a mask. I think it'd be best with Icy Conjurer though because it's just another dot attack on top of everything else. So you literally just insta melt people with this build if you got Zonda proc. Could be interesting. We'll try it. Hey, let me change the title of the stream. Cause it's like regarding update 35. Instead, we're theory crafting bowden. Okay, I fixed the title. It says instead we theory craft a bowden. I If it would proc, if it would proc, if it would proc, if it would proc, it's not even procking. I mean, just percent chances don't get together very well. Like, it's not even going off, bro. On. I have 2 pieces on. I have 2 pieces on. Thank you. I have 2 pieces on. 2 items. Now we do critical damage with a lighter heavy tech. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Critical damage. Critical damage. Critical damage. There you go. Yeah, they just melt. They melt so fast. We could call this build the melt. Just melt. Just one word, melt. Build name, melt. Just get melted. Get it melted. I'm gonna go test this on the precursor dummy at this man's house. Cause Zon would just kind of bump up the memeage of this entire build. It's like, okay, so now we're doing this, and then we're doing, okay, now it's just extra toxic kind of build. I just moved my microphone up into the air. I think what's got me good for this, though, is the movement speed. I like the movement speed with Wild Hunt. Okay, fellas, here we go. Do we even have it morphed? We don't even have it morphed. Let's morph it. Green Lotus. Yes, yes. Are you fellas ready? Here it goes. Here it goes right now. And it do go! Robert, it do go down. Holy molies, look at the damage. Holy molies, look at the damage. What the frick? It's an A. Why am I pressing A? Oh, with Zons? Zons are good. Why is cutting dye red? Why is it red? Is this the bleed? No, that's a spammable. Because of 8 hits. This is the bleed. Bleed is meh. I want to check the changes to bow, light, and heavy attacks real quick. I want to see what exactly happened with light and heavy attacks, bow builds, and stuff. Let's see. Okay. So, bow heavy attacks increase the damage by 1%. So, bow's got a buff. So, this build might actually be one of the top ones next patch, because the damage reduction overall across the board means everyone else is going to be hitting like a wet noodle. But, look at this. Look at it. Look at it. Do you see it? It's 1%. Wait. I gotta add my character's PNG here. Hold on. Let me add a PNG of myself. Okay. Browse. Hold on, guys. I don't know why I don't have him on this one. It's gonna be very big when he comes in. Here we go. Here we go. Hi. Welcome. So now I can point at things. So, bow heavy attacks damage increased by approximately 1%. This is nice. This is nice. Wait a minute. What is this? Wait. Is this the game? What am I don't know what I'm dragging around over here. So if I hide... There's two of me now. Oh! But then I guess I don't need this tiny one. What? No, that's moving the entire thing. Okay. Hold on. Let me get rid of the tiny me. Okay, bye-bye. Okay. You're back? You're back, Felipe? Yes, yes. We just looked at the bow heavies. Hold on, let me bring it back up. Okay. So bows got buffed by 1%, right? Oh, right, I gotta write this again. So what that means is our build with Zon at the request of this man is very powerful. I just realized another thing. I need to move chat up with me. There we go. So that way it actually shows up. Okay, so look at this. Look at this. Oh, toss a meteor in there for good luck. And that's some very decent damage, bros. Look at it. Got rid of Bombard. No, we get more damage. We get way more damage with Acid Spray than we do with Bombard. I don't know what it is about Acid Spray, but it does like 1,000 more damage. And then it also applies a dot to him, which is just more pressure. So. And also, if we Bombard somebody, they're going to roll dodge, right? And that means they're going to dodge our Cutting Dive. They're going to dodge Cutting Dive if they roll dodge. I don't want them dodging my Cutting Dive because that gives them another dot, right? So, because that's our main spammable. Yeah, Balorgs is probably overkill on this. Zon is probably the best monster set. Good thinking, Ryan. Good thinking. Let's try with Balorg, because I don't think it's gonna have the same result. Because it's literally just free damage. And we have to use our ultimate in order to get it to go. I mean, Balords will work too, but Zon is like best case scenario. Zon is best case scenario, yeah. We're on a PTS so we can afford it. It's an absolute melt machine with Zon. I need to try this on another player to really see how it feels. Oh, look at this. This is like Survivor or something. That one show thing that they do. It's nice. I'll do one more run with it. And then maybe we'll call it there, because this seems solid. I'm not sure if it's really worth going to get. If someone wants to help me farm Icy Conjurer on PC, then I'll probably try and put this build together. I just don't want to have to go through the trouble of, you know, farming mages go to get Ice Comet, so I want to find a budget option for an ultimate, which will probably just be Dawnbreaker instead. Because that would increase our overall damage, and I wouldn't have to think as much. And Dawnbreaker is something I'll have anyways on my Warden. Let's try Dawnbreaker. And that's also like another on-demand CC for the front bar. It's always nice to have. Yes, yes. Oh yeah, fighters get passives that just bump up our damage ever so slightly more. That pin is so nice though. Look, that's 13k pin. You're not walking through that. And check out that resist. That resist is enough to keep you safe. It's average resist. It's good. It's good. It's good. I think this is a good build. Okay, guys. What do you guys in chat think? Okay, those of you that have been here this whole time. What do you think? What do you think? I think it's decent. You guys might have helped me Theorycraft a build. Maybe. Also, like, the budget version would be a little bit better, right? I'd have to mention Zon in the build video if I were going to make one. Because this got survivability, right? And then you can go really offensive on the front. And we get to use tri-step potions on top of that, so... Well, if you can guarantee the stun from Dawnbreaker... The melt banana? Why melt banana? What about it is a banana? You have one now with Arctic Blast. The change to Arctic Blast is pretty decent. If someone's on top of you and you're pressured... You just cast this, stun them, and then you can turn the tides. Hi, Kevin. You missed a bunch of testing. That's what you missed. If you want to see how theory crafting and the processes of testing go, well then, yeah, that's it. This build doesn't give us the highest number of damage. This build gives us the biggest, you know, it gives us the biggest sustained damage, but it doesn't give us the biggest burst damage. That one has to go to Red Mountain, and that one also has to go to Order's Wrath. There's like a tie between the two, because they can both consistently keep up 20k. Without Zons, we can't compete like that, but our survivability is much better on this one, and our sustained pressure is better. This would feel like a mini bomber, probably. We kind of learn. You want to learn the Theorycraft, Kevin? Alright. Well, when I'm gone from ESO and all the other vets are gone because they keep changing the game, Kevin will have to pick up the reins. I believe in you, Kevin. You could do it. So there's a best case scenario for this build if you have Zons, and then there's like the this will still work scenario if you just have Balor get Dawnbreaker. So let me run through the two of them. What do you think? What do you think? I started. Listen. I made a warden for the live server on the PCs, but I have to level them up. Okay, so here's the builds. Okay, so this is like the budget version. If you can afford it, Zon is much better, and so is Meteor. Because with these two, you can do some extra fun things. Target, I mean. I know it's just target dummy attacks, but still, like, this is what sustained pressure should look like. It feels like a mag sword, but mag sword hits way harder. And guys, did I mention we don't have champion points in? No damage CP in and no survivable CPs in. So I guess we'll do those right now, I guess. Definitely doing a lot of AoE damage. We're doing a combination of these two, so we'll take this and this. Since we're not focusing the crit, we're not going to build for that. And then we'll do... I think what'll harm us the most might actually be area attacks because we're in light armor. But most area attacks are still, you know, single target dots sometimes. Yeah. Gotta slot these. So what the heck am I doing? Get on the bar. Okay. So, are we doing an outnumbered? Yeah, we'll do an open world build. Well, this is just the CP I always run anyways, so it doesn't really matter. We don't really need this as much. Bananas. Oh, I see. Okay. So now we have a little bits of CP in. Just a little bits. Okay. Oh yeah, you can feel the damage increase. Oof. What'd that add? That added like... How much damage did that just add? To our last parse. Dang it. Okay. Get in there. It's gonna kick me out. Okay, there we go. The bows kind of look like bananas. If they're yellow, probably. Filling out CP, try hold left click. Yeah, if you shift click, yeah, you can auto fill out. But if you have gamepad on, if the gamepad option is on, you can't do that. So it doesn't work. Okay, so this is what we have now. This is what happens if you add champion points to the build. Well, and you use Meteor. Okay, so it's not even really that much of a fair comparison. It's still more damage. It's still more damage. Well, it's still something I had to learn, but I figured it out. That's not it. Stop trying to... Is this MLG tab? It's the MLG tab, guys. Welcome to the most epic gamer tab of all time. Oh, you want to see something fun? You want to see something fun? I think, yeah, I have that keybind. What is this? Oh, yeah. Oh, yep. Okay, one more time with these. One of these. I don't even get this on to go off. That was on. Friggin' you do as much damage as you do without it. So is the MLG tab slowing down the stream? Like, is the entire thing slowing down now that I have the MLG tab on? I think the whole stream is slowing down because I switched tabs. Let me fix that. Oh, you're not supposed to see that tab. Try the Frost Ultimate with Balor for 300 plus weapon damage. Oh, Permafrost? No, we could do that. It would rip. It would rip. Okay. Well, let me get this well here. Yes, it feels that way? Okay, well, we turned the MLG tab off. Alright. We don't have Balor on. I forgot to put Balor on. Quick look at our weapon damage. It's decent. We'll do Balor after this. That's still best case scenario, though. Like with Balor, because if you really want it to be super effective, you cast it from full. Then okay, now I have 25,000 pin. It's more than enough to kill most people. Yeah, you just become pretty mean. I think that is better than running Dawnbreaker in Northern Storm. Because also while it's slotted, you get additional resistances and other things. Right? So this will also apply Chilled, which will increase their damage taken by 10%. Yeah, because that's what Chilled does. Right? There's more armor. I think that's just general. So, it is pretty expensive, but that means Balor has more of an impact when you cast it. So then this might be the budget version. Still gonna need to go get Icy Conjurer though. And that's what I'm not excited about, is having to farm this. Because if I have to, I'm gonna have to do it on PC. And I don't want to go and farm it on PC. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What do you think of this build? So this is like what I want to settle on, because this is the most comfortable for me to play. Feels good. In my personal opinion, until I try it against another player, will I know if it's worth trying to get. I think this build could be a lot of fun in Battlegrounds. Like, this build could be possible off meta. Okay, off meta possibility next patch. It's that much fun. And that good. Damage-wise. With Zon and all that? Yeah, definitely. Well, we can't because this is not the live server. This is on the PTS. I have to go and farm Icy Conjurer and all that garbage. And I'm also trying to farm Daggum Flame Blossom on the live server right now. So unless I get a dedicated group of people that want to go farm with me, then I don't think I can do this. See, I'll show you. I have a Nightblade. I'm prioritizing this Nightblade over this Warden. because I know this build is going to be just simple fun. Like, just plain fun. Just easy fun. You don't have to think about a thing with this build. You just log on, play, and it works. You know me tomorrow on PCNA? That'd be appreciated, Felipe. I gotta finish farming Flame Blossom first. I want to put this build together first, and then, you know, all that. Because look at this build. This build is a good base build, okay? I'm probably gonna make a build video for this, because this is super simple. Just easy. Not even have to think about what I'm doing. It just kills things. It just kills things for you. Right? It just kills things for you. And that's what I want. I want an easy build that I can just turn my brain off and have fun with. So if I just want to play casually one stream, look. 40k. 40k from both of those proc sets. I don't know why it's not showing up on the CMX, but... We're in combat or something? We're not even in combat. I'm down. We farm. I have a great tank. You, Ryan? Okay, well, if you guys want to help me farm tomorrow, there's one thing you gotta do. And I'll do that after I get this one more game. What's up, Uzman? Welcome. This is definitely the build for next patch. I guess since we're here, I can show you the Nighthawk concept. Okay, since we're already on the PTS, and I'm already showing you guys everything I've planned for next patch, so ZeniMax can go ahead and nerf it. I'll show you the Nighthawk concept for next patch, which they already nerfed. They already nerfed it again. They nerfed it again by changing Empower. Which is fine. Empower kind of needed it. Oh, no, this is the Bash build. I'll show you the other one, the Nighthawk I came up with. It's not super reliable, but we switched to a two-handed. So something happens. Okay, we're in. Oh, allies. Oh, this build is fun. If you guys didn't see it earlier, this build is a lot of fun. This build is really funny. You basically can't die, but you can deal a lot of damage. Like, you're invincible, and you deal too much damage. Look at this. And he only did 20 damage to us. Like, the whole time. He only did 20 damage to us. I'll show you in a minute. I'll show you in a minute. I just want to show you guys these things first before I get off the PTS. You wanna hurt me? You can't. I kill you. Okay, let me get it together. Okay. Do I have it saved? Do I not? I don't have it saved? Are you kidding? Why wouldn't I have it saved? I have the gear pieces, so I guess. Show you super duper quick. There's 3 on the front, is new moon. Right, new moon. So originally it was with Empower, right? Because this increases damage of your heavy attacks against monsters by 80%. But this is what we were using before. You know what? We'll just put it on there, and I'll just show you the build. Let me turn up the ambience music while I'm setting this build up. Okay, so give me a second. I'm a little slow right now. So let me get rid of that. What was the combo again? We still have crystal weapon on for safety purposes. Ah. Right. I think. And then. Ah, bugga. Yes, this. And then, if we really wanted to, we could try it. See, crystal weapon still pulls you out of stealth when you cast it. Detected. 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 Fun. As always. The last thing we need to do is get vampirisms. For me. I will buy vampirism as a gift for somebody else. Because vampirism is the greatest gift of all time. Okay, well, we gotta corrupt ourselves. What? Sorry. I know I'm gonna go to the live server, show you guys what you can do if you want to help me farm the dungeons tomorrow. Okay, so now we're stage 3. Okay, so here's the concept build. Okay, this is something that I held off on using, but it's the only thing that works now because of the changes that ZeniMax made. So this is the closest thing you can get to a stealth Sork Nighthawk gank in this game right now. So, oh right, that's what we had. We had Mage's Guild, so we could stay in stealth infinitely. Right. Okay. Here we go. But since it changes to empower, we're extremely limited on what we're able to do. So, it's really weak now because of these stupid changes that ZeniMax keeps making. See? And it won't even let me reverse slice in time. This build probably won't work because the mechanics in this game are broken, so... I mean, it can still work, but... it's extremely sensitive. And I don't think it's, really worth making anyways. It's not quite good enough. Because the change to empower kind of keeps this build from working. So, if we were to switch to morph, right... of the two-handed, to Dizzy Swing. Set them off balance, right? We can change our CP around and all that, get it to fix and work properly, right? But without Empower, this build is pretty pathetic. It's just... yeah. Okay, well, I'll show you guys what you can do so you can help me farm some stuff tomorrow. Actually, speedrun this. What? What? Sorry. Listen. Let me log on to the live server real quick. Listen, in the meantime, you can enjoy this Catman's eating apples. There you go. Listen, I'm back. Listen, how do I... There we go. I'm a little slow. Okay, I'm sorry. A little tired. Probably wrap up the stream after this. Okay. So, if you're still in the stream, and I'm sorry if you're not, listen, if you want to help me tomorrow, you gotta join the guild that I have, because that's the only way you'll be able to really contact me. Because I actually pay attention to that stuff. So, we have a guild that I made called the Charity Fund, right? And we don't... We have 10 people. We have enough people. You're here? Okay. So, the best way to contact me is to just send me a mail. So, in the mail, just, you know, my @ name. It's right there above my head. You can see it right there above my head. Just without the title. Let me take off the title. There you go. Just the @ name. Then send me something in the mails. Right? In the mails and inboxes. And then just say whatever. Okay, just say here to help about the thing. And, yep. Ask an invite to the guild. And then I'll invite you to the guild. And then we can do the thing. Because this is our little social guild that we have. We're going to have Kirk join. We're going to have the Nice joining. You know, it's going to be nice. This is what I have on the live server, by the way. I guess I could show you or something. And yep, I'm gonna kill this guy because I want to. And yep. Well, you're not gonna be able to find it, but the guild's name is just Charity Fund. Okay, it's the Charity Fund. It's the best guild in the world. But we don't have anything, no applications, none of those. It's a strictly you have to ask for an invitation kind of guild. Okay, guys. Well, I'm probably gonna wrap up the stream here. It's 11 o'clock and I have responsibilities and things, so I'm gonna go park my character in front of a mount speed person. Probably gonna get off for tonight. Yes. Well, what's your name on here, Felipe? What is your name? Your account name, so I know who's asking to join. And then Ryan, if Ryan is still here, you can do the same. I don't know what Ryan's name is either. I don't know what you guys' name. You missed it?
Do you know how long I've been looking?
Well, if you missed it, like the prototype that's not gonna work next patch, well, you can go back and watch it in this stream. It's not too impressive. Okay. Okay. Alright guys, well, listen, I'm gonna probably, yeah, I'm gonna get off, I'm tired. I've been streaming for, how long is it says I've been streaming for? I've been streaming for 3 hours and 20 minutes. I want some food. Now I'm probably gonna go to bed. Look at this. I spin. Oh yeah, Ninja wants me to send some pictures of my characters or something. I don't know. One more thing I wanted to talk about. I know it's a little controversial for anyone who's, you know, sitting here towards the end, but I might need to change my character brand soon, like to this guy, so with the spiky helmets and all that, because I can't carry the character I currently have. So Mr. Where is he? Me, I can't carry you everywhere, because not everyone's gonna understand it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to probably rebrand to this. See this? See this? See this helmet? This man's? This Nightman's? Yeah, that one. Probably gonna have to rebrand to that soon. Listen, I'm sorry. Not everyone plays ESO, okay? Listen. But yeah. I'll make an announcement about it if I decide to do it. But yeah, guys. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, guys. Listen. Sad. Yeah, if I want to move on to other games, like, so if I don't want to play ESO anymore and I want to do other things with my YouTube channel, I'm gonna have to rebrand. I have to. Because this is, like, exclusively for ESO. So, if I wanted to do other things, like make videos for other things, I'd have to rebrand. Listen, I don't want to go into detail about it, but listen. It is what it is. I'll always be this character, though. Okay, whenever I play ESO, this will always be me. Okay, always be me right here. But for anything outside of ESO, then we switch. Okay, so it's like I just put on armor because we're going on an adventure. Okay, but when we get back home, I could just put on my casual clothes. So, yeah, guys. Have a good night, I guess. I'm in the stream. Have a good night, guys. Take care.
Thứ thời con cặc đồ mày nói chuyện vô dân quá. Mày coi chừng mày chết với tao nha mày.